Thanks for joining us. We're Phill and Fang around the world, and we're currently doing some travelling around Thailand. And we're just normal people like you, we're not AI voices or people trying to sell you something every 5 minutes. And that's our son, little Bruno. He's coming along with us, and he was 9 months old at the time of this visit. And today we're off to the beautiful province of Nakhon Si Thammarat, which is in the south of Thailand. So welcome along on this journey with us, where we're just meeting up with a few friends that we're going to be staying with tonight. And we're only here for 2 days, but we're going to show you some of the things that you can see and do here, as well as take you to a wedding of one of our friends, Kwan, who's getting married tomorrow. But before that, we've got a lot of exploring to do today, and we'll take you to the first place that we went to, which is this place called Kopi Cafe. This is an old coffee shop that dates back to 1942. To make for you, and you can't come here without trying the famous Kopi coffee. And as far as coffees go, it was pretty good. And then it was time to order some food. So we ordered some of these southern Thai hearty dishes, which was the perfect way to kick off this trip. And we got some egg for little Bruno, as well as some egg for ourselves. And you may be wondering how to eat these eggs in a little cup. And I'll show you now how we eat it. With these steamed buns, and you just add some pepper, a little bit of soy sauce, give it a mix together, dip your bun in, and it was a yes from me. So that was Kopi Cafe, which was about a 17-minute drive from the airport to get to there. And as you can see, there's some pretty cool artwork outside as well, where you can take some photos. And you may or may not have heard of Nakhon Si Thammarat before. However, this province is known for its ancient temples, historical sites and lush landscapes, and we're going to take you to the most famous temple here in Nakhon Si Thammarat, which is this one, called Wat Phra Mahathat Woramahawihan. And I know on some of our videos I do go quite deep into the history of some of these temples, but I'm not going to delve too much into history on this one. I'll give you a couple of key points about it, but if you want to look it up, you can kind of Google it yourself, really, if you want to know more about the history. I just want to kind of show you what we did, which was make merit, which is what we're doing now. So, yeah, we've got the flowers and the incense, and put them down. And then another thing that you can do at this temple is walk around the dupa, which is this thing that we're just walking up to now. And yeah, you walk around this 3 times, and apparently this is a tradition believed to bring good fortune. Round 2. Last round. With all the making merit, I'm expecting good things to come, hopefully. And then yeah, ringing the bell is optional. And then you can pick up some souvenirs from this place as well, if you wish. And then just outside, there's other parts to this temple, like this one, which houses a Buddha. And then if you go up to the top here, this is a Buddha's foot, which I'm not too sure what you're supposed to do. I think I saw people throwing coins in there. Maybe you can tell me in the comments. And yeah, that was a really nice temple to visit. And then it was just quick stop to use the facilities, or the hole in the floor. And then it was time to go to the next waterfall, which is another temple. But this temple was really impressive. I enjoyed this temple. And it's called Wat Chedi, which is also known as the Chicken Temple. And you might be able to see why it's called the Chicken Temple. So we'll walk into this temple, and again we came here to pay our respects. And what is kind of tradition is floating candles on the day that you were born, and me and Fang were both born on a Saturday, so we lit a candle and floated it, which Thai culture believes that it gives you a prosperous life and it floats all the bad luck away from your life, and the light on the candle will bring you a bright life. So yeah, I did that there, and then it was Fang's turn to float her candle. Little Bruno there, he was born on a Friday, so his was a blue candle, which we floated for him. And each day of the week has its own colour according to Thai belief. And then it was time to, again, make merit, which I've explained what making merit is in other videos, but I can explain it again. It's a tradition believed to lead to personal happiness, peace, and a better rebirth in this life and future lives, as well as a more harmonious society. And it's the Buddhist practice of performing good deeds such as generosity, like we were doing there by putting the money in the tree, and as well as lighting incense sticks and putting these gold leaves on the different Buddha statues, which is a ritual of devotion and merit making, showing respect for the Buddha's teachings, as well as symbolising purity, enlightenment and the divine. And we'll go for a little wander further around this temple, where you'll see this massive statue of Buddha, as well as all these gold statues of monks. And there's a little place here where you can use the divination sticks, which are these fortune telling sticks. And there's O's showing there. You just shake the box and then out pops a stick with a number, and then you correspond that number to the fortune on the wall, which for me was that one, which was a pretty good one. A lot better than the one which I had in Chumpon, which is another province that we visited in Thailand. You can check that video out on our channel. Anyway, getting back from selflessly promoting ourselves, because we don't have that many followers or viewers. We're not a massive channel, we're just a small channel at the moment. But you never know with the amount of merit making that we're doing. I like making these videos to document and show people what's available in these places that we visit, and as well as give you the real life experiences of what's out there. And we do get some lovely comments from time to time from people that do watch us, which is really nice. And I'm just going to show you around this villa that we're going to be staying at tonight with some of our friends that met us from the airport. And this place is called Anipool Villa, and you might have just seen on the map it's not too far from the chicken temple. And we just sorting our bedroom out there, and this was our shower room, which was a good size, and there's also a bath there on the balcony which overlooks the pool with a nice slide, and we'll have a little dip in the pool later, but I just want to show you just what's around here. I mean, this place is absolutely beautiful. The beach is fantastic. So there we go, we're just going to get little Bruno ready and go and take him for a little dip in the pool. Like I say, he was 9 months old at this point. I think it's always good to start them off young, getting them to swim. And there's me, acting 6 years old, having a little go on the slide. Then Bruno had a little bit of time with his friend before we headed back inside. All the ladies doing the cooking.
Not me.
You can't cook. But what Fang lacks in the cooking department, she certainly makes up for in other ways. I mean, she organises a lot of these trips, and I tend to just rock up and take these videos and put them on YouTube. But it has become a little bit more than that. Let's go and have a look at the sunset. I know people like to watch real people and not all this AI stuff that's warping people's mind, and that's why I think it's important to show the real side of things and keep things genuine instead of all this clickbaity stuff that people are doing. But I do digress, so moving on. You ready for a bit of karaoke? So as we go back inside for a bit of karaoke, day one comes to an end. And just a quick bit of information really before we go to bed. If you wanted to hire this villa, it was 9,829 baht per night. I'll convert that onto the screen into different currencies. Into day 2 now, which was an early start.
Good morning.
And good morning or evening to you, wherever you're listening from or watching from, should I say. And today is the big day, because this is the day that Kwan got married. So we're going to a traditional Thai wedding right after we just pick up a couple of drinks from the local Amazon shop. So we're just making our way now to Kwan's wedding, which is still in the province of Nakhon Si Thammarat. It was just short of a 2-hour drive from where we were staying. And I'm very fortunate to have been to quite a few of these Thai weddings. And this one being the wedding of Kwan and Golf, the bride. That's Kwan there. And I'll just let this play out for a little bit so you get an idea of what goes on. It's very traditional, isn't it? There's the bride waiting for the groom. So we need to create a line for when the groom comes and ask him to do something. And then he comes and collects the bride. And this is the central part of a Thai wedding, which involves a procession with singing and music, accompanied by firecrackers to scare away evil spirits and create a festive atmosphere. And the groom, as you'll see, must open gates by paying money to the bride's guardians before reaching his bride and presenting the gifts. There is a lot more that goes into Thai weddings, as we know from first-hand experience of getting married here ourselves, and I know a few people have paid interest in wanting to see that, so I will get round to making that video and I can explain a little bit more in further detail the different parts of the ceremonies, and I'll try to explain a little bit what's going on here. So there is 𝐓𝐿 and 𝐴𝐿, who are part of the bride's guardians, and what they'll do is they'll ask him to do something, and then to let him past, he gives them some money in those red envelopes. And it's not only Golf that has to do something, his groomsmen may be asked to get involved with something as well, which he is here by having to do some push-ups. And there's us, we were part of this ceremony, and I gave Golf a relatively simple task to do, which was to shout "I love you" 3 times.
I love you, I love you, I love you.
And he passed that with flying colours, and then he had one more gate to open before being united together with his wife-to-be Kwan, where they had a ceremony inside with a close family and friends, whilst we got to go and take a seat and sample some of the food that was on offer. There's always plenty of food and drink at Thai weddings, and whilst we took into the food, I mentioned that there was other processes involved in Thai weddings, and one being the dowry ceremony, which is where the groom presents the dowry, which includes sin sod, and there's also a water pouring ceremony that happens as well. And we'll go and check out what some of these aunties were cooking and serving up. And then, as usual and part of tradition, it was time to get some photographs with the bride and groom. Smile. Quick transfer of bags. So that's what we got up to for 2 days in Nakhon Si Thammarat, but the adventure doesn't have to stop there. We've documented many places that we've travelled on our channel, some popular, some not so popular, although we'd love to see you carry on the journey with us. So I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching, and we shall see you on the next video. So we've just been to Kwan's wedding in Nakhon Si Thammarat, and we're now in the minivan going to another wedding in Phra. We shall see you in the wedding. Wedding number 2. It's a bit livelier than the other one. What is it, Pum?
Takkaten.
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 Come on then, mate. Let's go and have a look at the sunrise. Let's go and have a look at the sunset. Even. Buffalo sick.
Buffalo is cow.
Oh, is it? Bang! Bang! It's a bit warm, so I passed the test, got through. So we're having a bit of fun trying to fit this car seat now. I'm not sure whether it goes that way or the other way. What do you think? Any suggestions? Bit warm, isn't it, mate? Third and final round.